Today we're taking a look at the Hammer Van Helsing action figure from Mego Toys. This is the second of the Hammer figures to get a Mego action figure, I believe. There might be one other. I might be wrong. We'll leave a comment in the comment section below. But this is, of course, the late great Sir Peter Cushing. As you can see here, he comes in his traditional coat seen in, I believe, Horror Dracula or Brides of Dracula, but definitely not Dracula AD 1972. I don't think it's from that necessarily. But on the back, we have his more 1972 AD look. Not much on the back of the packaging. I was kind of expecting maybe Mego would put possibly some kind of biography of the character, the actors, maybe, but they don't seem to be doing that, which is totally fine. They do have a biography, by the way, below of the history of the Mego dolls, but these are the two most prominent films that Peter Cushing played Van Helsing in, as well as Brides of Dracula. These are the original DVD releases of them. Of course, this is the plastic cardboarded, the plastic sleeve DVD, and this is the more traditional um, plastic case that people know. Both of these, by the way, I know are on Blu-ray and can be available from the Warner Archive website, but I'm pretty sure they're without any bonus material, and they're like $20 or $25 each, so they're a little pricey for a standard, just bonus less featured Blu-ray. So I'm still holding on to my DVDs. Anyway, why don't we crack open this fantastic Peter Cushing toy? I believe this is also the only second Peter Cushing toy to ever Peter Cushing figure to get a release. There, of course, was the various iterations of Grand Moff Tarkin from Star Wars. Um, they're all the same guy. I mean, I think there was a Grand Moff Tarkin for Rogue One, but let's face it, that was a CGI actor voiceover, not Peter Cushing. But the only other one based on Peter Cushing actually himself was from the Kenner's Power of the Force line from the late 90s. But we're going to crack this guy open and take a look at him real quick. Alright, so here is the doll undone from his package. He does come with one accessory, which is funny for a Mego toy. A lot of these Mego dolls do not come with any accessories whatsoever, but he does come with a plastic wooden stake, as you can see here holding in his hand, and that's it. These are not NECA toys that come with like various heads and everything like that. All of the clothes are made of fabric, and you can undo his jacket and take his jacket off. By the way, I gotta point out, they made Peter Cushing the most ripped, buffed action figure of all time. Just look at that amazing six pack on him. Holy cow. If Peter Cushing was alive today and he saw that, he would be astonished. But I have to say, the likeness to Peter Cushing is amazing. Just look at his eyes, look at his bone structure in his face and his nose. This is an amazing representation of the late great actor. Now, if they made a Baron Frankenstein figure as well, that would be fantastic. And that way, all we would need is maybe one other from one of his other films, maybe The Mummy. If we can get a Mummy figure of course, Christopher Lee, that would be great. That, by the way, does not look like Christopher Lee in my opinion. But it looks better than the Christopher Lee Dracula figure that came out as well. I have to say, I know some people may or may not like that opinion, but just look at the detail in this figure. This really is a decent representation of a very young Peter Cushing, better than the Dracula figure that they did for Christopher Lee. But this is going to be great standing side by side with the Dracula figure. They're going to be doing battle for eternity on my shelf with all my other Dracula figures in various poses. Check out the other comments here on the Radio of Horror YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and comment. If you have any other cool information about these Mego figures, please leave them in the comment section below. If you have a correction about anything I said about the movies, totally that's fine. I am not the biggest expert on Hammer, but I do a Hammer podcast, and it's always a learning experience, learning a little bit more Hammer. Check out my Hammer podcast, Boobs, Blood, and Badasses. I do with my co-host Ro, the Hammer Horror Podcast. We just posted an episode up for The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll.